channel. So today I have another video, and this is actually a very different video because I am going to be talking about mental health because I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new YouTube video. Now without further ado, let's get on to it. Okay. You guys might think, oh, why is she talking about stress? She doesn't deal with mental health issues or anything like that. Actually, I do, and there's nothing wrong admitting that you deal with mental health issues. I feel like if you talk about it, it won't seem so bad. Also, because you'll then realize that there's other people going through the same things you are, or similar, or went through something way worse, and you can even learn from their experience. So one of the things I'm actually going to start off with is college stress. There have been many times where I've been stressed in college that I don't vocalize as much because I eventually do get through it. Even when I just want to give up, I somehow stay positive and I get through it. But trust me, if you are someone who gets stressed out with college, you'll get through it. It might be a challenge, but you got it. And there was one time when I was really stressed about a class that I was taking. It was statistics. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but it was an assignment I was working on. I was really stressed about it, and my brother actually told me to step away from it for a little bit and then come back to it when you're ready. And so what I did when I was stressed was I FaceTimed one of my long distance best friends, Kaylee, and I was crying while on FaceTime with her because I was just so stressed about the class, and she just gave me words of encouragement which helped me. And as I was doing, and I went outside, I stepped away, I went outside, enjoyed the fresh air, and talked to Kaylee. And that was probably the most amazing thing I could ever do for myself. And I feel like if you're ever dealing with mental health issues, especially if it gets bad where you cry like I did, I suggest stepping away from whatever you're doing, listen to music or talk to your friend, someone you trust, and they'll be understanding. Because I feel like there's some people that you talk to even when you're close to them and they're not as understanding. But others, there are times when they are and can be understanding. And I didn't end my call even after I did the assignment, and during me doing the assignment after I stepped away from it, she was still on FaceTime, and she really helped me get through it. And even after I was done with the assignment, we were still chatting, and that really helped. So Kaylee, if you do watch this, thank you so much for that. That really helped a lot. Another thing that I do when I'm stressed, of course, taking a warm shower and listen to music and pretend like you're having your own concert and just jamming out, because that just helps your mind calm down. And especially the warm water, it just calms you down. It's amazing. And then of course I have two things here. I have this daily devotional by Carlos and Alexa Penavega called Love is a Point, 100 Days of God's Love for You and How to Share with Those Around You. So I have this, but it can be any daily devotional that you like. It doesn't have to be this book, but I do recommend this one. I love it so much. And then I also have a cute little journal that I write in and have been writing in. And I do both of these before I get to bed. And this not only calms me down, but especially the journal, it helps you, especially having a journal like this and jotting down what you did every day or did that day. You can also even jot down your other thoughts in here, not just what you did that day. And sometimes writing down your emotions and feelings help calm your nerves and give you a better quality sleep. And then for me, because this one is like not only my two favorite people, Carlos and Alexa, but it has their perspective on what they went through, and then it has like a little question and then how you can show that love to others. And a few other days it actually has like a love challenge like this, where it has a verse from the Bible, and then it has like, again, just like the regular ones, it has about either Carlos or Alexa about their lives, and then it has like a little activity that you can do. Like this one has a little checklist, and then it says opportunities with my name on them, opportunities that don't have my name on them, opportunities requiring discernment may or may not have my names on them. So this is just a fun activity thing to do any time of day. I love it. It's just a way to, like I said, it's a way to clear your mind. And then another thing I have to bring up is actually a movie that talks about mental health. If you dealt with these similar things that this character went through in this movie, it will make you cry. It's about this teenage boy who is dealing with mental issues, also because his parents got divorced and his dad married someone new and has a kid as well, so he's trying to deal with that. And in that movie, it's Hugh Jackman, Vanessa Kirby, and others. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. And just know you are not the only ones who deals with mental health issues. There are also many celebrities, and some include Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and even Ariana Grande. Those of you who don't know, Ariana Grande does deal with mental health issues. She also deals with PTSD, especially from the Manchester attack in 2017. And then, of course, like I said, two Marvel legends, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I know Ryan has talked about his mental health in a video, I think for People magazine, with him and Hugh, when they were doing press for Deadpool and Wolverine. And Hugh asked him about Ryan's mental health, and he was happy to give it. And
Mate, you've been pretty open with your anxiety struggles, which I really applaud you for. Yeah. Do you find being a dad makes it better or worse?
I think it makes it better because your focus is less on yourself and more on your kids. I know you know that too.
Yes.
And then I love that I have anxiety. I love that I've had anxiety, because when I see my kids experiencing some of that, which is probably genetic, yeah, I know how to address it in a way that is compassionate. Yeah. I know how to address it in a way that actually allows them to feel seen in that anxiety. And I know that I can't just fix it. and I can communicate all that stuff to them and with them, and I'm always kind of grateful for it. And my job benefits greatly from that. People who have anxiety are constantly thinking into the future. You're constant. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens?
Right.
What if that happens?
Right.
So you're always telling yourself stories. So when you're
Yeah.
working in movies and you're constantly I'm not just like when we're shooting Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not just shooting the movie. I'm also sitting in the audience as its
Yes.
harshest critic.
Yes.
Going, I don't like that. Don't buy that. So anxiety kind of creates that sort of ecosystem of awareness that I wouldn't otherwise.
And then in another interview, Hugh Jackman talked about mental health, and he even said, there was one interview, he said, if someone says, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine, ask them why they say they're only okay or they're only fine. Because usually when they say, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine, it's usually, that means that they're going through something that they have a hard time expressing it. So and also when someone close like that says, oh, I'm fine, ask them about it. Why are you only fine? Like, I'll be texting my friend and I'll be like, hey, how are you? And she goes, I'm fine, how are you? I say, I'm good, why are you only fine? And then she explains her reasons.
By the way, I've since learned the word fine is the biggest red flag you'll ever hear.
Oh, right, so that's the one to watch out for.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But now that I know it, you watch how often people will say fine. And the advice I got when I was doing this movie was if anyone says fine, you just stop everything, just say, sit down, what's going on?
Yeah.
And you will always dig under there's something bad going on.
And then, of course, there's other things that other people do to deal with mental health issues. Exercising is one of them. Any shape or form of exercise helps with mental health. Talking to someone you trust is another good one. Because I know therapists, seeing a therapist, talking to a complete stranger isn't for everyone. So my recommendation is talk to those you trust. And you're not weak for crying. You are not dramatic for feeling overwhelmed. One bad day doesn't define you. And taking a pause doesn't mean you failed. You are on this earth for a reason, and don't let anybody tell you anything different. If they make fun of you because you're being dramatic or because you're crying, because you're stressed, don't let them be mean to you. Just stay away from those type of people who tell you that. You are going through something so much. Focus on you, do things that make you happy, and yeah, that's my take on mental health. And I will be, the part that I talked about, Hugh and Ryan, I will be inserting those videos on those areas. So, and there's many more videos where Hugh and Ryan talk about mental health, and I believe Ariana Grande also talks about mental health. I'll put the links to those videos below, but the one about Hugh and Ryan that I'll put in this video of me, of the parts where I'm talking about them and the videos for it. So, yeah, I hope this helps you guys out and makes you feel like you're not alone. So, yeah. Bye, guys. I'll also link music as well in the description. That helps me. So, yeah. Love you guys.